Now, this is not a word that I've used in my vocabulary or have actually come across, but I know it's out there, which is called intersectionality.
Mm.
Now, that's the interconnected nature of social categorization, such as race, class, and gender, regarded as creating overlapping and interdependent systems of discrimination or disadvantage. So,
Wow.
did you get all that? It's the
Yeah, hardly.
interconnected nature of social categorization, such as race, class, gender, regarded as creating overlapping and interdependent systems of discrimination or disadvantage. Now, I'm trying to think of an example that I could run through my head. You're smarter than me. I can't come up with one on that one. Do you have one?
Well, unfortunately, I think this is a word that is completely made up, and it gives people a reason to judge and to say, okay, you judged me in terms of, my race or my class, or it'd be like me saying, I'm a woman, so I need to be treated differently. And if I'm not treated differently and special, then I'm going to be more aggressive. And I'm going to then judge you and cancel you because you didn't use my proper pronouns, or you didn't use or acknowledge the fact that you're a racist because you're a white man. That's what this intersectionality means to me, is that it gives people a way bigger stick to create more division and more aggressive negativity when it comes to having conversations. I mean, we can't even have a discussion anymore to be curious about, someone's culture, or we can't say, hey, where are you from? And because they look, what are you talking about? I was talking to an Uber driver the other day, and I was afraid to ask him where he was from. I knew he was from India somewhere. And I was like, okay, so how long have you been in Canada? And he's like, 40 years. And so, you're Canadian? No, I'm Indian. So it's like we don't even have an entry point right now when it comes to certain conversations. And I think that, and again, when it comes to that intersectionality is something that's really, really damaging and people just shut down. They just stop talking, which is really, I think, a huge, huge problem going forward.
Interesting. It's one of the first questions I ask when I get in a cab or an Uber. I start chatting with them and I ask them, where are you from and how long you've been in Canada and how is it? How are you finding it? Like I have that conversation all the time. I don't let any of that get in my way, but I do understand what you're saying.